So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra and you're watching KP Camp. Alright y'all, so I got a story time for y'all today. This was very impromptu, so if I get the facts wrong, the story's still valid. If y'all are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm literally trying to get monetized. Can y'all help me? Help a sister out, child. And if you're a returner, what is up, KP squad? Gang, 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 gang. Alright y'all, so I'm just gonna jump right into it because I know it's gonna be a lot of new people and y'all don't care about how I actually made it to making this story time. So let's just get right into it. So we're gonna rewind back to my junior year of high school, and I met this dude named, we're gonna call him CJ. Okay, so I met CJ my junior year of high school. We had English class together, and y'all, when I first seen him, because I had never seen him before up until this class, I feel like if you in somebody's class and you kind of like know them, or like all of a sudden you know they vibe or whatever. But when I first seen him, I was screaming, my man, my man, my man. Like, I didn't say nothing to him, okay? But when he walked to the room on that first day of class, I was like, my man, my man, my man. Before my man, my man, my man was even a thing, I was screaming, that's my man. So every time I would see him in class throughout the entire year, I used to just be like, oh yeah, there go my man. Let's give it the timeline of like April. Yeah, before the school year up in June. So this like April. And y'all know, like, you basically follow your entire school body on Instagram. Okay, let's keep it a buck. Instagram was my wave. I loved Instagram. And I followed, if they follow me back, you know. Yeah, if they follow me back, you know, I would follow everybody from school. So I was following him on IG because, of course, why would I not follow my man? And he posted a to be honest post. So y'all know with a to be honest, you just like it, and they can either DM you the answer to the to be honest, or they can comment on a random post, you know, do stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he DM'd me, and it was on some type wave of like, oh yeah, you cool, you cute. And then at the end it was like, oh yeah, I never noticed you, like, what's up? So y'all know, like, I've been screaming my man, my man, my man. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? So I ended up giving him my number that day, and you know, we just kicking over the phone, you know. It's giving a little something. He was giving clown, but you know, I like funny dudes, so I was just going with it. Everything was cool. So let's say that's from April to June when school up. And y'all know, once the summer start, I mean, this is a high school thing, you don't see them anymore. You know, I don't have an English class to fall on to be like, oh, I'm gonna see him in class today. No, I don't have that. So I want to say that summer of my junior year, I got my car. So it was like a few times over the summer that I would go to his house and like go hang out or whatever. And one of those days he asked me to be his girl. So at that point, we had dated from my senior year of high school to my freshman year of college. So I want to let y'all know, in between that time, we was like that couple, okay? Like, we did everything together. I used to pick him up for school every day. Like, senior year was just that year where it was just like, oh, y'all the power couple, da da da. Because we was together all the time. I would go to his house after school. He would come to my house on the weekends. CJ was a football player and I was a dancer in a band, so I would support him at the games, even though I had to be at the games anyway. But I'm at every game. We took our senior pictures together, like just everything together. Went to prom together. We did everything together. Okay, I'm just let y'all know I was head over heels for this man because he was my first boyfriend, like legit. And let's clear it up. He was my first boyfriend, like on some legit stuff. Like, you know, he was just everything to me. At the time, it was giving like, oh yeah, we finna get married. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this disclaimer. So before I met CJ, I had a best friend named Carter. Okay, so I had a best friend named Carter, and we had all the same classes. So I would see Carter all the time. We was really good friends, maybe like a little more than friends or whatever. So it started to get a little shaky once I got in my relationship with CJ, because I'm like, I can't be all, you know, in Carter's face or whatever. So that started a whole thing. Like, so CJ was a very jealous, insecure man because he was cheated on before. I had never been doing nothing like that. This is my first man, so I'm just like, what's the problem? So he was a little like demanding and was like, don't talk to no dudes, like very much like crazy. Okay, like he was blocking people, he was yelling at me every time I was seen with a dude. Mind you, I'm very much like, I want to talk to dudes because dudes are more laid back. Like, that's just my vibe, whatever. He just couldn't get with that. So very possessive, very insecure. Okay, he also was not Christian. So I was kind of like, you know, I don't know if this is gonna work. But like I said, it was giving high school sweetheart. It was very cute while it lasted. Okay, fast forward. Now you gotta know a little bit of relationship. And I will say, y'all, we had really good times. It wasn't just the little bad stuff I just mentioned, but those were some red flags. Okay, those were red flags that I knew this wasn't gonna work, but I was willing to try. So let's fast forward to graduation. Okay, senior year of high school is up, and everybody was screaming, y'all finna break up. Like, y'all not finna work. This relationship isn't gonna work. I don't advise you to stick through it through no college. Everybody said that. Mind you, we was going to 2 different colleges in 2 totally different places. Like, not even like, no, I can drive an hour and get there. No. So I'm like, okay, now we in a long distance relationship. Mind y'all, before we left for college, it was so sad. Like, I literally started vlogging, and RIP to that channel, whatever, because I started vlogging like days up until we had to move to college. And once the day I was about to leave to go to college, y'all, we was boo-hooing. Like, both of us boo-hooing. Like, it was just such a bad day. So if that tell you kind of like where we was at mentally, like, we really wanted to try to make it work, but let's keep it a buck. We about to be hours and miles away. Like, it's not gonna be the same. So I go off to college in North Carolina, and he went to some Virginia school that was still way out from our hometown. So it was just like, okay, I'm gonna see you over the breaks. Cool. Everybody said we shouldn't have tried to do it. Cool. We was like, we're gonna prove these people wrong. Yeah. So freshman year starts of college. I'm super excited. I ended up being in North Carolina, living my best life, kinda.
Never play yourself.
I'ma just say, like the advice people gave us, we should have listened, because y'all, I was also walking around like I was in a relationship, and not even like a cute way where I'm walking around with my boo. Like, I just wasn't putting effort for real into looking nice. I wasn't going out like that. Like, I was just chilling because I'm like, my man. He over at his school playing football, and y'all know, like, college football is a whole nother level of commitment. So this man was MIA. Like, I maybe could hear from him maybe like 3 times a week, and like, that's
just as I thought. Trash.
From every single day to 3 times a week. At that, we talking about like a text, maybe a call. When I say it just won't it just won't it. But y'all, I was fighting. So before I came home for Thanksgiving break, I get a text talking about, hey, like, could we take a break? So CJ is like, this was his text, hey, could we take a break for 6 months, and then we can work out from there. So I'm like, what? Like, huh?
I'm having one of those moments.
Like, huh? Like, the circuit just broke right there. Like, what are you talking about? So he's like, yeah, let's take a break for 6 months. So mind y'all, I'm like so much like, oh yeah, like, I just want my man, like, we can work it out. So I considered it, y'all. But the more and more I talked about it to people, and I was just thinking about it, it was like, girl, a break. And then I kept on thinking about how in 6 months I could be a different person. Like, I was just thinking about my whole school career. Honestly, like after 6 months, I am going to be a different person. Like I'm not even going to be thinking about this relationship in those 6 months. Like six months is enough to get over you. Let's keep it a buck. So at that point, I'm like pissed. Like I'm just pissed at this point. I mean, he wasn't really giving me any other options. So I'm just like, well, I guess this, I mean, I don't know. But I just knew that this wasn't going to work out for me. But I was still having faith, y'all. I still had faith, y'all. So he like, okay, let's take a break. But we didn't make it official. I come back from Thanksgiving break pissed. Like I come home, I go to see him, and I'm pissed. Like, oh, you want to take a break? Like I'm on some, I ain't gonna lie, I'm on some crazy stuff. Like, you want to take a break? Like a break is a breakup. Like I'm done with you. Like I'm going in. I'm like, you can take all your stuff. I'm gonna bring all that back. Like I'm mad. Like I'm genuinely upset, because I'm just like, why would you even say that? Why would you even say some dumb stuff like that? Oh, I'm about to get mad again. But it's just like, what was you thinking? And why would you think that was gonna fly?
Ooh, a lot of people will be scared here.
And y'all, mind y'all, I had told my aunt about this, and she said like, it's another girl. And I just couldn't believe her, because he was feeding me, y'all, he was feeding me this narrative that like, oh, it's only white girls here and there's no really females here. And it's like, I should have thought that was a red flag, because I didn't ask you about the females. You know, it should have been on some, oh, I miss you type stuff. Not like, oh, there's no girls here, it's only white girls here, da 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 da. I'm not interested in that. Shouldn't be your interest, it should be your focus. But you know, whatever, that was the whole thing. So I was very much like, not naive, but I just couldn't believe it. But y'all, was also pissed by the 6 months, so I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I just said I was done. But mind y'all, it wasn't like anything official. And I think this is where our story split. So CJ got a story and I got a story, and I just think this is where the story switched, because I was just so pissed at the time. And mind you, y'all know Thanksgiving break is only like a few days, so I had to go right back to school right after that, which that distance just causes more confusion. Okay, so we ended up going back to school, and I just felt like it ended open-ended. Like I feel like we left break open-ended. Like no real answers, no real like clarity, no like, okay, this is what we gonna do, this how we gonna work it, all of that. So mind y'all, I'm still thinking, okay, he want to do this break, but we haven't started it yet. This is my thought process. We haven't started it yet. So I get back to school, and I'm like ready to go. I'm packing up my stuff, like, because at this point all I got is my exams, and I'm gonna go back for Christmas. I go back home, and then I'm like hanging with my friends, this and the other, because I just felt like we needed some space anyway, and I really didn't have enough time to see him. So y'all, I'm home, I'm chilling, I'm doing me, and I look on his Instagram and I notice like he's not following me. So I'm like, oh, like what's going on? I'm like, oh yeah, you unfollow me on Instagram? And that just turned into a whole other thing of like, I didn't think we was together. Huh? So yeah, I kid y'all not, I think he had me blocked on Instagram. And then when I got on the phone to confront him about it, he's like, oh, I didn't think we were together. So I'm like, okay, news to me. News to me. Thanks for letting me know. Huh? And he's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Huh? Me. I'm the girlfriend. What you talking about? Y'all, when I just say that a fuse just in my head when I heard them words, because not only am I thinking we still together, we still trying to work something out, we on a break, you gonna say we're not together, and then on top of that you say you got a girl. Now mind you, now I told y'all how I felt like this how the story got switched, because I was on some I'm done type time when he said the break. And I know why he felt like, okay, yeah, that's my past, we broke up, da da da. But to me, we never had an official agreement that we was done, okay? what is they called? Welcome to Death Row. That's what it was given for me. Okay. But then on top of that, say that you have a girl. Now, this is why I say it's still cheating and it was still wrong. It was still a problem. Because I know on his end, he gonna say that, oh, we broke up and then I got with this girl. But let's keep it a buck. I gave you 3 weeks max. There was a 3-week gap max. Max, mind y'all. 3-week gap max for you to have a whole girlfriend after we broke up. Oh, and let me mind y'all, broke up on this 6 months break. You got a girlfriend in 2.5 weeks? You get a girlfriend in 2.5 weeks? Yeah, she been around. She been around. That's why you can't answer my calls. Oh, when I say y'all, I just started putting all this stuff together like, this don't even make sense. The timeline don't even make sense. That don't even make sense.
Over with. Because I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
And y'all, something just broke in me to the point where I was just so pissed. I'm like, I gotta get my get back. I got to get my get back. And the first thing I thought to say was, I'm pregnant. I'm having your baby. And I'm keeping it. So tell that hoe. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. But no, on some real stuff, that's what I was thinking. Tell your new girl that you got a baby mother. And what? I didn't do all that though. I literally was just like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, bro, stop playing, stop playing. That's my livelihood. I'm like, I bet it is. I'm about to mess up your little happy home. Been together for a week. Max. Oh my gosh. But I immediately told him that I was lying. I did clear it up, y'all. I thought about holding it out like, oh yeah, I'll tell you in a week later that I was lying. But no, I just had to let him know that I was just joking. Because this is a joke. Alright, y'all. So that was really the relationship. That was the end of it. It ended kind of crazy. But at the same time, y'all, I don't regret anything. We had good times. I did cry the first night. Like that night that I found out everything, I was boohoo crying. Probably like all night. I was devastated. My man gone. And then y'all know the next day, I was like, forget that. Like I've never snapped back from anything so fast in my life. Immediately the next morning when I woke up and opened my eyes, what they say, joy come up in the morning. Child, when I opened up my eyes that next morning, I was done. I was done. I had no ill feelings. I was just gone. Back doing me. Back to enjoy my freshman year. Now let's really enjoy it. And that's exactly what I did. I went back to my dorm, and some of y'all remember this when Snapchat was popping. I had some pictures, y'all. Let's say I had the pictures stapled on the wall. I had all the little cute pics, and I had this big old bear that he had got me for Valentine's Day. I started taking that down. I was like this, y'all. So on Snapchat, I had posted all the little pictures. I had a little trash can, and I just started throwing it in the trash. And I just said, you know, good times, but I gotta go. And that was it. Like, y'all, how does that even make sense? And y'all, that was almost 2 years of my life. I won't say it was wasted. I won't say it was wasted because everybody gotta have their first love. But honestly, it didn't have to end like that. We should have been smart and ended that junk before we graduated. I advise any girl. Anybody, I know y'all say y'all know, but if y'all is not going to the same school, don't do it. Freshman year might be a little more legit if y'all go to the same school, but if y'all don't, just cut it. Just cut it. Keep it a band. You only 18. You was not keeping up with no long distance relationship. You trying to figure out your whole college career. You trying to figure out where you going in life. You about to go on a whole self-discovery journey. You don't got time.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
I know y'all not gonna believe me. I know y'all not gonna believe me, but just come on, I'm just telling y'all right now. This man went to school and got him a whole girl in the first 2 months. Told me we was gonna go on a break, and y'all, this is a gag because looking back, I always say that. Did he think that we was gonna take a break for 6 months and then when the school year was up, he was gonna come back to me or something? Because do the math, 6 months would have been the time we would have got out of school for our freshman year. Like we would have got out of college, finish our freshman year. So do you think he was just gonna have her for the school year and then try to come back to me? Like I told y'all, after 6 months, let's keep it a band. There wouldn't have been no relationship. But I wanted to try, quote unquote. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy because our dad was like, I want to break up. But then at the same time, why you not fighting for me? Fishy. But that's the story, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all want me to drop some more story times, please let me know. Give me some ideas. I feel like most of the stuff that's happened recently in my life, I got a little bit of recording of it and I just told y'all the story time in the vlog or something like that. But if y'all want to like get into like my past, like maybe like college or some high school stuff, like I can let y'all know about that. But that's all I got for y'all today, child. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're doing, but I know you want to see more of me. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Tap in with my business. Everything will be linked down in the description below. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces. I should have just edited last week so I wouldn't have to rush and do this video. But if the edit is bad, y'all, it's literally because I recorded this and edited it in one day. Alright, let's go. I'm out.